God, I love that flag.
Sometimes I feel weak, I can't move my feet. Now we're miles away. Sometimes I can't breathe, so effortlessly you left me with nothing.
Thank you for your service, sir. Good morning, everybody. Well, it's not really morning. I've had a couple of coffees. It was a little cool out here when I came out here this morning, and yeah, I decided not to come out. It's funny, you know, how fast the weather changes, how quickly temperatures change. And here in BC, it's so dramatic. Like, during the day, it can get up to, well, I think today is supposed to get up to like 26 or something like that, 26 degrees. And yet, overnight, it's down to like 5 degrees. It's like a 20-degree variance in temperature. It's absolutely crazy. I just can't get over it. I'm just like, what the heck? You know, I thought normally you would just see, I don't know, maybe 10-degree difference. But no. But the really weird part is, until the rain day the other day, the morning temperatures were in the teens. And then it rained one day, and all of a sudden the temperature now overnight is the bottom single digits. It's absolutely crazy. Holy mac. Anyway, sorry, I'm just like blown away by how everything is, the temperature thing. Sorry. Yeah. Hi, coffee. Anyway, today's goal, well, is to start working on getting the wood stove put into my cabin so that I can stay the winter and enjoy winter. So that's the goal. First thing I need to do is I need to make some room, so I need to get rid of all those extra single beds, and then we need to figure out how to make a base for it, and figure out the paneling for the walls so that I don't burn the cabin down. So there's gonna be a lot of figuring out. I'm not sure how far words how much progress we're gonna make, but we'll figure it out. I'm also running low on coffee. I may have to go to town. Yeah, which could really interfere with my objectives. Anyway, but yeah, so if you're not aware, or you are unsure, the plan is, the whole reason for taking down that tree and that tree was to clear room here, because we're going to bring the stack out right here and go up, and we wanted to make sure there was nothing above that would catch. So that one branch really annoys me, but we'll see. Anyway, so that's today's plan. It's figuring out how this wood stove is getting installed inside, and I have to get rid of all those extra single beds that have just been there, and I've been meaning to deal with, but I've been busy dealing with the yard. I also need to get this flattened out. I have been parking Kitty on here, trying to get it to pack as best I can. As you can see, that's not working as well as intended, but I don't know. I got to figure something out. I do see a big divot there that I need to fill, But yeah. So, I also have to do a pretty significant repair to Kitty. I'm hoping I can do it because, yeah, financially that's not an option. And anyway, so I may get started on that fairly soon as well. And I got to get Bunky over here. I got so many projects that are partial states, and I need to move on to the next one, and I just don't have enough time in a day. So much work to do, and I'm only one person. So I gotta hurry up and drink my coffee, get to work. We'll talk to you guys later.
Gold morning, he says with a grin. Steam off the coffee, big beard on chin. Kicks open the door, looking for a win. That view's not a dream, just the life he's in. Kitty might purr, but she ain't no dog. Diesel hard humming through mountain and squall. Clubby walks close with that one-legged pride, steady as ever, just matching his stride. Fueled by coffee and flat-out will, fringe-bound soul who don't sit still. Bunky ain't fancy, but he's got his grace. Pulled off for the view, couldn't pass up that place to park where the wild puts a smile on his face. Just a weathered old hat and the sky's quiet grace. Not today, town I ain't moving in. Brake lights and noise wear too thin. 1,000-yard stare at the concrete and steel, but the coffee runs low, so he turns the wheel. No plan nor path, just filming what's true. Sunlight's a filter, frames every hue. Clubby leans in, finds the perfect view, catching the beauty that few ever do. Fueled by coffee and flat-out will, fringe-bound soul who don't sit still. Bunky ain't fancy, but he's got his grace. Pulled off for the view, couldn't pass up that place to park where the wild puts a smile on his face. Just a weathered old hat and the sky's quiet grace. I found him online, just living alone. Canada whispered through forests he'd roam. He made it his home, and somehow I knew it was more than a trip, it was something true. So if you stumble on this rugged old show and wonder the reason, the purpose, the flow, just lean back and listen. Take it in slow. Welcome to the fringe. That's all you need to know.
Well, we're getting rid of all these beds. Last one. I got to get the GoPro set up. We'll get that going here. Anyway, I thought I'd share this with you. It's time to get this going. Well, guys, we're gonna wrap up today. What did we get done today? We got a bunch of things done today. We got all the wood stove pieces that we have on site that we're going to utilize. We have tiles here. We're going to put down a piece of plywood on bricks. We're going to put tile on the bricks, on the plywood on the bricks. We have the metal to wrap the outside with. We have the wood stove. We did some parts counting here and figuring out what we needed to get. He's going to town tomorrow, so to get parts, and we did some measuring and got that all sorted out so he knows what to get himself, so that we can install my wood stove. And that's what we got done today. Yeah, going through the entire property looking for all the different pieces that he has available. I did tell him I really don't like that one pipe, and for $25 it seems like quite the risk. Which one is it? This one. I don't like it. It's very corroded, rusted. Like, don't get me wrong, this one's rusty too, but it's a different type of rust. This is, you know, just kind of like surface rust because whatever, because of just air. But here, this is rust from being wet, and that's makes it very, very weak. And I say, for $25, which is a 3-foot piece of pipe, that could be an expensive oops. It's not worth the risk. I said that to him. It's just not worth the risk. But it's not my house. It's not my property. It's not my money. All I can do is suggest. Anyway, yeah. So we're getting this ready. We did decide that we're probably coming out at the top up there. That's what this big, huge pass-through is for here. We're going to come out at the top. We're going to run it up inside and come out at the top. I've got to figure out how I'm going to reorganize the inside, and that's kind of a disaster right now. I don't really want to show you. Well, it's always a disaster. I live there. It's getting down to like 4 degrees tonight. 4 degrees, can you believe it? Yeah, so we're gonna come up to the top up there and come out the top just to lead more pipe inside. And it's going right here where this fan is. Probably gonna face that way. The tile box will come out wider than it, probably by 1 tile, and we're gonna go right over to there. And yeah, so that's the mission. And we're gonna come out the top up there to retain as much pipe indoors as possible for heat radiation. Heat radiation? No, not radiation. Heat radiating. So that's my disaster house. Hope you enjoyed looking around. I don't know. To me, it's just, I live there. I'm not trying to maintain pretty. It's pretty much everything. I try and maintain functionality. I don't know. I'm not after pretty. I'm after functional. That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. If you don't like it, too bad. You got your own. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I know. I have a habit of just putting something down. Yeah. Anyway. All right. Well, I'm going to wrap up my day. It's supposed to rain here in about half an hour. Which really sucks. It's going to go down to like 4 degrees tonight. Brrr. That's going to be a frosty coffee in the morning, I tell you. Yeah. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Hope you had yourself a great day. Welcome to the Fringe.
Hey you, I'm feeling it so. Hey you, now where do you go? Hey you, should let it flow. I do think you care. Do you?
Welcome to the Fringe.
Hey you.